Spencer, we're back for the start of pre-season. How was your summer and how's this first week going?
Summer? We haven't had it. No, we're obviously buzzing to be back. Behind me now you've got 21 players, and I have to say it's the most miserable time of the year for me and most managers. As the cliche goes, it's probably our busiest time of the year, and pre-season is tough for everybody. But look, we're buzzing to be back. We've had a couple of really good years. We've got some fantastic players in here at the moment. And we're all looking forward to it, but also definitely looking forward to getting through pre-season as quickly as we can, because it's a very difficult time of the year for everybody.
Yep, and we've had a bit of a transfer-heavy start to the summer. Are you happy with the signings? Lots of experience in there.
I'm really happy with the signings. We've got more work to do. There's no doubt about it. But there's so much going on that I can't talk about. Nearly all of it's really positive, but of course, until things are done, they're not done. But we're still, heavily restricted, where we are financially. I mean, you can see we've lost players out to clubs that some of the numbers are, quite frankly, mind-blowing. And I think some of the nonsense that's going on is people need to just readjust to the world we're in. But, not complaining about it. What a set of signings we've brought in so far, as you say, very experienced. They've really wanted to come to the club. You put that with a good group that have stayed. And clearly there's more work to do, especially in the attacking end of the pitch, which, I mentioned it in a statement, I've never seen anything like it. I spent 2 months with one player and suddenly another agent got involved and wanted a 5% fee. It was, other players that weren't on anything like what they were on last year are asking for crazy numbers. And we've also got to be patient, because that's where we are financially. It is what it is. However, we've got already a really strong squad that clearly, with 2 or 3 more very high quality additions. But there is so much going on. I could be on here for 45 minutes, and clearly things will come out as far as players that have come, players that have gone. But ultimately we want players that want to be here. And as I said, if the camera was to swing around now, you've got a fantastic group of players, really experienced. And we are really looking forward to it. But, still plenty of work to be done.
And you talk about the players there, but also on the staff, Reedy's come back, and we've got a new scout as well. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, the scouting thing just came from nowhere, really. He lives up north. He's had good contacts before. He doesn't charge the club anything. What a fantastic, guy. He's sending me loads of messages. Yeah, 99% of them I know about. But any help that we can get, fantastic volunteers like yourself, people that so many at the club. The more additions, we need to always keep trying to step forward. Reedy came back at the end of last season. Obviously, we're all going to miss Ricky, but Ricky's doing what Ricky wants to do. Ricky wants to play. The door's always open to a degree. We don't tend to fall out with anybody, but there are changes in all those areas. We're speaking to other people, but we've got a good core. John's a UEFA B coach. I'm UEFA B. We've got great support staff around the club. We're in a good place. This is session number 3. We've still got a full month to go, plus with the first day of July, so we start on the 5th, so it's 5 weeks. It's a long time to go, and obviously we've got to try and get as many things right on the pitch and off the pitch as possible. So people have to bear with us. As I said, it's very frustrating at times with some of the nonsense that goes on. But, we've got a very good core. I think defensively we're already very, very strong again. And I think we had the 3rd best defensive record in the league last year. And I think arguably what strength and depth we've got there in midfield as well, and full-backs and wing-backs and Alfie up front. And clearly there's an area that we need to strengthen. But, budget-wise, you've still got to be sensible. And, these are tough times as well. So, we'll be patient, but I can assure you last night I had an hour on the phone with another striker. Would blow me away if we could get him. He wants full-time football, he wants to play here, he wants to play there, but he's also saying that if he can't get that, he would pick us out of the National South, which would be amazing. But we have to keep fingers in pies. We need to work with what we've got. And, I said there's so much positivity around, and, we're just looking forward to playing proper football, the running and the work we're doing, and we're doing a lot more running with the ball disguised pre-season this season. John's put together a fantastic plan, had some great support we've had from pro clubs such as Crystal Palace with documents, etc. So we're in a good place, but still a lot to do.
And we've got a packed month coming up with all the friendlies. Should be a great test, especially the home games.
certainly a big test, you know. But we've had really tough pre-seasons in the last couple of years, and you know that's worked out really well for us. You know, it's trying to find a balance. You know, we don't, you know. Clearly, when we go to Cove on Tuesday, we're wanting to support our neighbours. Clearly, the vast majority of the players won't do more than 45 minutes. There'll be a lot of trialists. It's the usual. You know, we've got to be careful with the pitch. You know, we know Beaconsfield will be a very tough ask. You know, great people down there, some very good players. And again, it's an Astro, so we've got to balance that. First time ever, we've got somewhere to train all season in Cobham. It's not ready yet, so we're sort of battling through at the moment, but it should be ready in 2 to 3 weeks, which will be a great improvement for us and a great step in the right direction. And then, as you say, some really tough games. You know, really looking for Wealdstone, obviously Aldershot, and you know, Sutton and Dorking, and you know, really good tough games, and it'll be a really good test. But ultimately, I'll sacrifice losing every game if we get 3 points on the 5th. The fixtures are out this week. It's all about progressing the levels of fitness, the patterns, the way we want to play, and in a lot of ways, when things go wrong, this is the time you want them to go wrong, and you can learn from them. So, a very busy month, as you say. Please God, no injuries. Great to see some of our fans back starting Tuesday. I'm sure they'll turn up at Cove in their droves. They love supporting it down there, and it's fantastic. And as I said, we've all missed the competitive part of it, and you know, hopefully the pitch can get a bit more rain, and we're all really looking forward to getting back to our place.
Yep, and on the supporters, they've been great with the season ticket sales, taking advantage of the early bird offer. We'll be looking forward to seeing them back at Traywood Road.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about football that we love is, you know, the games, winning football matches. You know, as I said, this time of the year, I mean, we're all missing it. You know, even now, there's not even the football on the telly. Everything's done. So you sort of all get that itch. And you know, pre-season games are one thing, but you know, we're delighted. You know, I'm not familiar with what's going on regarding ticket sales, but you're saying they're going well, which is great. You know, and rightfully so. The club's in a fabulous place with some great signings. I mean, you know, if you'd said to me we'd get Joe Partington and Sid Nelson and Adam Meckies and upwards, and going, wow, you know, and then you put them with the Reggies and the Jack Bulls and the Turners and the Robinsons and the Jordans. I mean, there's really good bunch, and I'm sorry for missing out players in there. And as I said, we're not done, but we're all looking forward to it. We know it's going to be one hell of a season. Slightly dreading, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday when the fixtures come out, what we get first. But, you know, still, what a season to be involved with. We're in a great place, and we're all looking forward to it. And we're hoping everybody's enjoying the summer, and yeah, looking forward to seeing everyone back very soon.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you, Dom.